Okay, well, huge, big, crazy thing. We switched back to our original seats. We switched back to our original seats.
Because of like the angles, and we had OCD about it.
The angles weren't right. My nose job on this side, fucking flawless. Not on this side.
Were you saying it was OCD, or like what did you say you were?
I have no idea what I've ever said in my entire life, unless it's recorded on the podcast. I have no recollection.
Something about like it's like bugging me, and I was like, actually,
it's not our right side. Like we have our sides. We have our. We're back to our OG classic.
And I am platinum blonde, just to match my sister that's coming in right now.
Just to match our VIP guest, Maui. This is Maui's first time on the pod.
Oh my God, I love her so much.
Today we have Maui, Jay Washington, and Joey Sasso. Another Boys Night plus Maui.
Boys Night plus Maui.
You can't even say Boys Night. Billy's too feminine. She's like, Boys Night. I'm like...
But both of these people inspire me. I'm so excited for this episode. Also, I'm platinum blonde, and I just feel like...
Take a shot every single time Billy announces that she's platinum blonde. Immediate blackout.
I literally have oil on my hair because I'm conditioning, because I bleached it so many times.
Dude. It's Summer Billy.
Yeah, Summer Billy.
We did this at the same time.
Yeah, and I have nails again. Wow. Who am I? I did all of this really honestly for a role, you know, this
I know, but
role.
It's your summer look, and it's cute, and it's hot, and it's good vibes.
Yeah, so welcome to your favorite podcast, Billy and the
Kid. My name is Sammy Weiser, a.k.a. Swizer, a.k.a. The Kid.
And I am Billie Lee.
And this is our pod brought to you by Jam in the Van.
Jam in the Van.
And Maui, the dog. Okay, first blonde podcast. First platinum blonde podcast with Billy. Very special comedian guest today. We got Jay Washington.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we have Maui. We have double guest.
Hey, Maui.
Double guest. Jay's hungover.
No, I'm done. My hangover's gone.
Okay.
I woke up hungover. It's been a week.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. It's been
12 days.
12 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my hangover's gone now, but it was when I woke up this morning. It was like, I think I celebrated too much.
Yeah.
And party, but I'm good now. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Welcome.
I'm happy to be here with y'all.
You deserve the celebration. Okay, tell us how your Netflix show went. How did you feel? How was the crowd?
I think I've been telling everybody the same thing pretty much. It's a lot of words that I don't know if I have enough adjectives to describe in the positive way how everything went. Being sold out was, first of all, the best feeling because I was sold out 2 weeks in advance.
So awesome.
But I also was still nervous because you can sell out, and as a lot of us know, people are buying tickets to just support, but then there's a bunch of other stuff they choose to go to. So I was like, man, please let everybody that bought these damn tickets show up. But so people showed up. Everybody showed up. The energy in the room was bananas.
Fuck yeah.
It was amazing. Shouts out to my lineup that I had. I had Martin Morrow hosting. Then I had Lori Douglas go
My
up.
girl.
Rafe Williams, he's from St. Louis, funny dude. Put him in the middle. And then Taquita Love, who's my cousin, who a lot of people didn't know. Everybody was like, that's your cousin? They thought it was just like, oh, that's your cousin? I was like, no, that's my biological blood cousin. And so she went up, and then I went up and did the hour. And it was crazy because, like, a lot of my friends, of course, a lot of friends and shit were there. And a lot of them were like, yo, I seen some of these jokes before, but I never seen them Billy breaking shit. So
Always.
Already.
Okay,
Already
just
blonde. You have no
that's
clue
what
what
it
you're doing.
is.
She went blonde and lost 200 brain cells
That's
because she lightened the hair color.
that's
She wanted
hilarious.
to match Maui.
Oh my God.
You just can't put it in there, huh?
We're all unwell from Netflix.
Look, it was
literally no brain cells.
But now, like I said, I had the homies. It was like, yo, I seen it, but I never seen certain bits stretched out the way you had them. And I was like, yo, it's just a thing where I write them, where I write them, I perform. If I'm doing a 15-minute set, you're not going to get the full chunk of it. And so just a lot of the love and the energy, I think it was overwhelming. It was, it brought me to tears a lot, I will admit, because I was one of the very few headliners in this festival who didn't get this via a touring agent or a comedy manager or rep. The only thing I have is my commercial theatrical agent, who she was there to support. And that's it. But she only handles my TV and film stuff. And so I got this off of me. And so that's what made it so much more special. And it's like, I'm immensely grateful. I can't say it enough times. Like, I'm grateful. I'm super great. I'm happy. Everything was well. Got it taped with 3 different cameras in 4K.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I got some of the stills back. I'm just waiting to get now I got to send the footage off to get it edited, to get it put together. But it's just like, I feel I'm on top of the world right now, because now for me it's like, all right, this is done. Now it's to take this momentum and keep going, because I was going into this with a high momentum. Like, everybody's like, yo, you finna headline Netflix, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I know. Let me just fucking get there. But now I'm there and it's done. So I'm great. I'm feeling amazing.
Fuck yeah, Jay. You did it.
Yeah, you did it. I think I don't know if you guys don't know Jay, like when you're at the club, every time you come in, you bring like this light about you. And I just truly think that, like, if anyone deserves this, it's you.
Thank you so much.
And this is just the beginning. Like, this Netflix is literally just the beginning, because your light, it touches so many people. And I believe in the karmic path. And I think that you're going to get everything that you've ever wanted plus more. And I truly believe sometimes we're like, I didn't even dream of this. Like, God dreams bigger than what we can imagine.
Absolutely.
And I really see that for you.
I thank you. I received that fully. That was one of the things too. It was like, I just know how to be me, right? I ain't trying to be an avatar, a put together image for people to see when I'm out in these streets.
Right.
Everybody I want a Jay avatar.
You want a little Jay avatar doing shit like that? I mean, it's just me. So when people be like you said, Billy, when people like, yo, the slight you bring, that's just who I am. I'm not trying to be anybody else. If you don't like me, fuck you. I don't care.
You're real. You're a fucking real one, and everyone respects the shit out of you. Like, it's super cool to like walk around the club and like see how people treat you and respect you. Like, you deserve it, and it's awesome. Everyone fucking loves you. Thank you.
And it was just like I said, and also that was the one thing I said today. I made a social media post. I said I've never been really sure of my place in LA comedy, where I stand. You know, like, I know I'm just a dude that's running with blinders on, just trying to keep working. But over this past couple weeks or so, the love that the community has shown me, and everybody just coming up to me consistently in every different place, it's been so warming to me, because it lets me know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and at the way I'm doing it. And not even just being on stage, just being the person that I'm supposed to be. And so, like, I receive everything everybody's been saying. Like I said, it was so great talking, like, going to these industry mixes and shit that I got invited to, and all these people talking to me, and they're asking all the things that I do and I'm trying to do and I have done, and I'm telling them all this, and then they're asking me, well, who reps you for comedy? And I'm like, nobody. And they're like, what?
You rep yourself.
Yeah, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, this is just me. So they're like, what's your goal? I'm like, I'm trying to tour. I'm trying to get on the road. But it's hard because people will ignore a Gmail address, a gmail.com address, but they'll see an innovative artist, a UTA, a CAA, a Levity, et cetera, and they'll respond to those with the quickness. And so I know the game, and I've been playing the game, but now I need the other players to be like, all right, we need to draft them, if that's the best analogy to use.
We literally love sports. You can tell we're like huge sports girls.
I know. I mean, there's at least a surfboard.
We're so sports. We're so sports.
Well, I was telling her this, like, her and I both don't have comedy managers, and we are out all the time. We network. We work our asses off.
You have to.
One thing I love about you is, like, you're really good at showing up and being there for people, also networking. And, like, it would be so nice to, like, have a manager who's, like, also on your team, but like out there doing the same thing. Like, really, can you imagine like two of us or three of Jay?
I feel like no one is gonna work as hard as you work for yourself.
That's
you work hard as fuck. You're always out there.
That's the number one thing. I've had meetings with people. I've actually been for the past month or so. I've been on a trial basis with someone to be my manager. And I keep saying the word trial because it's like, the meeting we had, when he was like, well, what do you want out of this? I said, I need somebody who can do more for me than I can do for myself.
Bingo.
Because if you're just going to say, well, I can try to submit you to this and submit you to that, I can submit my damn self.
Yeah.
No, you're in every place at once. Literally, that's like Jay Washington 101. You're in 12 fucking places at once, dude. You're on every lineup at every club all at the same time.
It's funny. Thank you. I was I ran into a couple managers and agents I met throughout all this, right? And every time they looked up at a different place, I was there. They were like, you're everywhere.
No, you have 400 clones, Jay. I don't believe that there's one of you because you're literally fucking everywhere, dude.
Yeah. So it was like, you're everywhere. And I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I just can't sit around and expect things to happen. I've never wanted to just be handed anything. I feel like I'm blessed with a work ethic and a drive and a passion to push, right? And so because of that, I'm not going to just be sitting at home and be like, all right, well, I did this show. We'll see what happens. Like, again, I did my show Saturday. You would think Sunday I'm just going to celebrate. Monday I'm going to chill. Nah, I knew I had this podcast scheduled. I said I got to, I'm be out this way. So let me see, where can I go to either support or try to get on stage? And until I do then, I got my laptop so I can do some writing, send some emails. I got to just keep working because nobody else is, like you said, going to work harder for me than me. Mm-hmm. And so when it goes back to the trial with the manager that I'm talking with, it's like I'm going to be honest straight up, and because I'm just the type of dude, it's not working for me because I looked at my phone. I hadn't heard from him for what I thought was like 2 weeks. It had been closer to a month from the last
manager. You should be talking every fucking day,
or at least once a week. He calls me. I hadn't heard from him, and he calls me on Friday before my show. Hey, how you feeling? I'm good. You ready? I mean, as ready as I'm gonna get. He's like, well, if you need anything, let me know. And I'm like, I don't know if there's anything I need to let you know because I've been doing it myself. Mm-hmm. I've been doing it myself. My whole thing is, look, I'm trying to move and elevate and take advantage of this opportunity that I have, and I refuse to sit stagnant on it. So if you are sitting stagnant on it, or if you don't have the connections that can help elevate me, just tell me that, and we can move on. And I know a lot of people who are in this industry who are trying to be on the sides that we are on as performers, who are watching and listening to this, feel the same way. There are a lot of people who say, I can do these things for you, I can help you this way. But if you don't see no progress, I need to see something. Mm-hmm. It'd be a different story if I'm just starting in this game and you're like, yo, I don't know what I can do right now.
You need one of your clones to manage you.
Yeah. I need my
That's
clone.
what we need. We need a Jay Washington clone.
My
as
avatar
manager.
to come out like, I know this comic.
That's what we need, dude. That's what we need.
Wait, so I'm currently looking for a manager, and there's two things that I think that we should always look for.
They have to be hot.
No.
And
no,
blonde.
but they have to be a hustler because we all three are, and they have to truly believe in me.
Yes.
Like my mission, what I stand for. Like they have to really be excited and believe in me because then there's not that. I can't even meet with them if I don't have that.
Well, you got to remember when you say somebody says they're a manager, they're managing your career.
Yeah.
So their goal more than anything is to make you elevate as high as you can possibly go, as high as they can possibly take you, and then some. So if you can't do that, then you're not managing anything. And also, I do know when it comes to comedy, there's a difference between having a manager and a touring agent and things like that. Now, do I need to get the whole team? Possibly. Do I want the whole team? If we making money, let's do it. Mm-hmm. Because again, I'm not just dope at what I do on stage. I'm also in TV and film. I'm also hosting. I'm also on the internet, all this other stuff. So I'm a full package and then some. So as a manager, you have to understand all that. Mm-hmm. And it's not saying, oh man, he's going to be difficult to work with. No, he just has expectations.
Yeah, but that's fair. I feel like people sometimes label shit as difficult just because you're hardworking or know what you want. Like knowing what you want doesn't equal difficult.
Yeah, if I've been working my ass off already, the last thing I'm going to do is if I've been busting my behind to get to this point where I've literally sacrificed being with my kids because my son's in college, my daughter's in a whole nother state. I've sacrificed friends, family, my mental health at times because everybody knows who I am. I'm a big mental health advocate. I go through depression and anxiety a lot. To deal with this, I've sacrificed. I almost died in 2018 because I pushed so hard to be good at this. So if I'm willing to if I've sacrificed all of that and have given all of that and still trying to put out quality, not even just quantity, then you can't just think I'm gonna just sit on the sideline and let you handle something if it's not being handled.
Yeah.
You're not a sideline person. You're main character energy, Jay.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a good. Oh, do you have a,
well, I mean, I want to talk about the wrestling.
I want to talk about the wrestling.
I didn't know you were a wrestler.
How do you switch from wrestling to comedy? That's the crazy transition.
Actually, it's not.
Really?
It's not. The two businesses parallel each other and intertwine so much.
She needs to get in wrestling, then.
Yeah, I need to go into wrestling. I'm going to wrestling.
Yeah, they intertwine so much. I started back in Chicago in 2000 professionally, if you will. I was always a fan of it. We used to wrestle in front lawns and shit. We would do the moves in the grass.
Fuck yeah.
If you get hurt, you just got to move on. But then I learned and trained in 2000 and then just kept doing it. And then I had a neck injury that it wasn't major, but it was something that was like, all right, I remember the chiropractor was like, whatever you're doing, because I didn't tell her what I was doing. She was like, whatever you're doing, you might have to stop or slow down because your vertebrae, your neck is supposed to bend like a backward C. Your vertebrae are going straight up and down. They will fuse. So luckily I hadn't got to the point where it was bad. I had physical therapy to fix it. But then comedy opened the door. And then after a year or so in stand-up and seeing how the business was, I was like, oh, this is the exact same as the wrestling business.
Interesting.
And except the physical level. You know, me flipping off of ropes and slamming people.
Costumes.
And doing costumes and all that other crazy. I mean, people wear costumes on stage all the time.
I would love to see you wear like spandex tights for a stand-up show.
You absolutely
So
will not. You will not see my midriff.
That's what we need.
But nah, it's but the businesses parallel each other. And I have so many friends who I've met through wrestling, who are still friends to this day, who work for the big major companies, who, you know, are traveling the world and doing all their things, and who see the stuff that I'm doing with stand-up and acting, you know, and it's a great thing. But yeah, pro wrestling, you know, I tell people all the time, they're like, you're a what? And I'm like, yeah, do you think I was built like I just got out of prison for no fucking reason? Why do you think I'm like just big like this just to keep playing security guard roles in TV and film? The fuck no. So,
Maybe
yeah.
you could play a wrestler that's like funny, like in a comedy or something.
You know, hey, that's the thing I wrote. So, you know, I've actually written a pilot based on my life about it. So that was one of the things. Because I felt like if I was going to write something about me, let me write it about me in the exact way that it is. And so I've done that. So we'll see. I would love to. You know, so I thought about I've been ahead of times. And, you know, a lot of people are like, yo, you should write that. Mm-hmm. And COVID opened up that time when we were at home. And I was like, I've been auditioning, reading so many scripts any damn way. Let me write my own script.
Mm-hmm. It's cool to be in charge of your own story like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, if you could wrestle a comedian, who would you wrestle?
I mean, like Slam and all this. There's a long list.
Okay, maybe a few rounds.
Wrestling doesn't have rounds. I don't know.
Okay, I don't understand anything then.
Okay.
Top three then. Top three comics you'd want to wrestle, like professionally, with the tights in the ring, the whole
That
fucking
sounds so weird when you say it that way with the tights. Like I don't know how to put
the costume.
Yeah, if you want to have a match with somebody, I don't know who's athletic enough to have that match. Like
Okay.
a lot of there are some comics who are extremely athletic. There's some who are deceptively athletic. There are some who don't have an athletic bone in their fucking body.
Well, some take steroids. Did you do that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I cherish my nuts and my dick too much.
Good. All natural.
I refuse to.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who've done it. You know, more power to them. And the acne on their back. Because
Ew, yeah.
back knee they got. I've dealt with that. But I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know, I know people, like, as dudes get older, too, they be like, yo, I'm going to take a few, you know, to try to keep my testosterone level up. I was like, I'm just going to work out normally to keep my testosterone up. Mm-hmm. You know, my thick ass will stay in this gym all the time. So, I'm not a steroids dude at all.
Yeah.
Plus, I ain't got the money for no shit like that.
Yeah.
Steroids expensive. I've never dabbled.
I would never.
Just heard how much they cost.
Never dabbled.
I've heard from some people they can be between $800,000 and shit like that, and that's just for the one pack, I guess, what it would pack or whatever.
How do you take steroids, dude? It's a pill or it's a shot?
It's both. Some of them can be both. Some can be pills and shots and shit like that, and like all these other things you got to take. Because when you take it, because steroids are basically testosterone, just to help out muscle builder and shit like that. But then your body tries to overcompensate if you're a dude. So then you got to take estrogen blockers. Then you got to take all this other shit. So you taking so much stuff. Then you got to watch your insulin. You got to do all this other shit. Because I was watching this one documentary about it. I was like, that is unnecessary for all that. I'll just, if I'm not meant to be this massive and look like a goddamn giant balloon inflated, I'm straight. There's things in life that I'm just not meant to do or be.
With wrestling, do you go on tour?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, you get to when you are independent wrestler, when you start having the level of talent, just like with comedy, you're able to hit up different promoters in different cities, send them a tape of you wrestling your work and stuff, and they're like, hey.
You literally send them like a type 5 of wrestling?
Pretty much.
That's fucking crazy.
Pretty much.
It is very similar.
It's very much. You send them a type 5. Your match might not be 5 minutes. Your match might be 10, 15 minutes, but you wanted to showcase you and what you do and how you tell a story. That's what, because you're telling a story in the wrestling ring. So that's why I say, again, with stand-up, you're telling a story about who you are. And so all of that, you do that, and these promoters are like, all right, well, you can come do the show. I got $50 and a handshake. And you were like, you are 5 states away. The fuck you think this is? But the problem is, just like with stand-up, people will go those 4 or 5 states away for that $50 because you never know what may come out of it.
Yeah.
So you do those things until you feel like, yo, I got enough value in myself that I'll go these 5 states away, but that $50 needs to be now up times 10. You want me to come drive 10, 12 hours? I'm going to need a minimum $500, and I'm selling merchandise that I might make another extra $600,000, $700,000. So then it's worthwhile.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's the merchandise, like the merch. Okay, with reality TV, with comedy and wrestling, do you think that there's more drama behind the scenes of wrestling than comedy?
They're both the same.
Oh.
Let me put it like this.
Oh. They're
in
literally
comedy,
the same. I need to start wrestling, dude. I'm ready.
In comedy.
Train me, Jay.
In comedy, there's always somebody who feels like they should be booked on a show, who should be the headliner. There's always somebody who feels like they should have more time in their set. There's somebody who feels like that somebody shouldn't be on the show with wrestling. There's always somebody who feels like they should be a main eventer, who should have more time for their match, who shouldn't have a match on the card, who should be a pre-show. All those exact same. People go into the behind the back of promoters, comedy or wrestling, either way how you look at it, and they're always like, yo, why is this person doing, why am I not doing this? Do you know who I am? Do you know what I've done? Same discussion is had in both industries. So when I constantly tell people comedy and wrestling parallel them to each other so much, this is why.
The wrestling trained you for the comedy.
Yes, it did.
Perfect.
Yes, it did. I didn't know at the time. I had no clue. I never.
Subconscious training.
Yeah, look, comedy was not in my, wasn't one of those, I was a kid and I was like, I'm going to grow up and be a comedian. It was not the thing. I was going to grow up and be the main event of WrestleMania. I was going to wrestle at WrestleMania. That was my thing. My wrestling was my thing. And I could always run my mouth and talk. That was a given. And so when the neck thing happens and I'm typing on Facebook at the time when Facebook is really limited and somebody sees my posts that are like jokingly and was like, you ever thought about doing stand-up? And I was like, nah, not really. I wouldn't know how to get into it. We have a meeting and go do my first open mic. And I killed my first open mic, which I always say was the worst fucking thing that could happen to me. Because anytime you kill your first open mic, you are cocky out the gate. It's the worst thing possible. Because when you bomb right afterwards or a couple times afterwards, you're like, wait, what? Because that's what happened with me. I killed and I bombed and I was chasing. But I was funny this week ago. I didn't know you had to make a set. I thought you would keep time going up but making new jokes every week. I didn't know you built a set and you just kept building it. And sometimes the set doesn't work and you just got to keep tweaking it until you get better with it, until it's a solid thing and it expands out. Found all that out the hard way. But yeah.
Do you miss it, wrestling?
Yes. Sometimes, yes. I got asked a couple of months ago to do a show at the end of this month. And I said no because I had way too much stand-up going on. And the last actual full wrestling show I did was last year in July. And I was doing shows, after the show, get done, clean myself off, baby wipes, take a shower, whatever in there, and I'm going to be on stage the same night. Now, my adrenaline is up high, so people don't know until I'm sitting down after my set, and then it's all coming down. I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus. They're like, you all right? I'm like, I'm good. I just got out the ring. What ring did you get out of? I was in a wrestling ring. And so, yeah.
Everyone thinks you're just making like a really crazy stand-up metaphor. You're like, I just got out the ring. Everyone's like.
Because it's like people see the adrenaline rush like we get when we're on stage. When you have a great set, you're on a high.
Such a fucking high.
It's such a high. So imagine having a great wrestling match. You're on a high. And you go do the stand-up set, and you'd have a great set. The high is still there. But then all of a sudden, it takes a moment, and all of a sudden it just drops. So now reality is like, oh, my body hurts. So, yeah.
Wow. Should we bring in our reality guest?
I'm going to tell you something that's fucking hysterical. So the whole time we was talking, I was like, he was on a reality show. Let me let my brain figure out what the fuck it is. And I just told him, I was like, oh, yeah, I do remember now. Because I was mad you won.
Oh, shit.
I want to shoot to win.
We need to talk about this.
To this day, I laugh and I'm like, yo, he did deserve to win. Like, by the way, I'm Joey. Nice to meet you, honey. How are you?
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited. But yeah, it's funny because I think he is like the best human, like literally the best human ever. He deserved it 100%.
It was a shock because I saw your face. That's how people watch the show. You're like, oh no, shit's fixed. I was like, look at his face again when he realized he won.
Bro, never in a million years. I told you upstairs. You know this is not bullshit.
Listen,
I'm like,
you didn't think.
I legitimately went there just saying I want to get out of slinging drinks for 30 days. Hopefully not go home first. And I'm naturally competitive, so winning to me was going to the end. Where I'm just like, yo, I don't know, because they don't tell you what time of day it is, what day it is in general. Like, they don't include that in the show, which I'm like, why don't you?
They want you to be mentally ill.
But
they
want you almost
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
like
okay.
they don't tell you nothing. So I'm like, yo, like, why wouldn't you include that for the audience to know how much of a mind fuck it is?
Yeah.
So when I got to the end, legitimately, they were like, oh no, that's the final. They didn't tell you like, oh, there's only so many more rankings. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh shit, okay, we're done. I won. Like, meaning not I won the show. Like, I made it to the end.
Yeah,
I didn't go home.
You won the brand.
Let's crown Shubes. Let's crown Sammy. Let's crown Chris. Let's crown whoever the fuck. Let's go to the after party so I can hang out. We can party. When they called my fucking name, I blacked out. I couldn't talk for 24 hours. I literally, because we talked all the rejection that happens in this town.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen to me.
It's the one thing that changes everything.
I'm a broke bartender at Oil Can Harry's in the Valley who's sitting here trying to just follow a dream, fell into this crazy show that we had no idea what we were doing. Mm-hmm. I didn't even understand the fucking concept until midway through the series. Like,
until you won, you're like, I get it.
Well, yeah, because think of this, right?
I still don't understand.
Because my homeboy won, my other homie won the series, James. James Andre Johnson.
I was going to tell you to connect with James, by the way.
James, the homie.
Yeah.
So we end up working out. We work out at the same gym at the LA Fitness.
That's where I go, Universal.
No, we at the one across the street from that Costco on Sepulveda.
Okay.
So we at that one.
I met James.
And so I saw him, and I was like, all right. And then so we started chopping up because he was doing stand-up too. Yeah. So him and I chop it up. So that's how I know, and I watch the show and shit like that. So yeah.
I met him at the gym at the Universal location. And I try not to, like, I'm not a dick, right? Because I don't watch reality shows. Mm-hmm. So he came up to me and he's like, yeah, I'm on season 3. And I was like, oh, word, good for you, buddy. How'd you do? He's like, I won. And I was like, oh my God.
He whispered it to you?
Yeah, and I was like, yo, that's awesome. And then we got into, a 6-hour conversation because I remember when that show came out, man, it wasn't.
You guys are lifting weights for 6 hours having a conversation. I love that.
I wasn't sitting there like enjoying life. It was, I know someone will reach out. Someone in the industry. Yeah. Someone will reach out. So I spent every day on my couch in NoHo going through every single message. If anyone wanted to talk business-wise, yeah, let's talk. Let's meet. And that's how I met my manager, my now manager, RJ, who is my brother, who did not want to be my manager, which is always like the best way of how things go.
Of course.
Because he's like, yo, I'm in PR. What's your goal? And I'm like, I'm an actor. I'm a filmmaker. I fell into this. We came up with a 5-year plan, and he's like, what are you willing to do? Meaning, like, would you do fashion? Would you walk a runway? And I'm going, my goofy ass can hardly walk and talk at the same time, but if you tell me to walk down the fucking runway, let's go, let's do this. So, and then we're in New York, and he's like, I'm not going to be your manager. I'm not going to be your manager. And then I'm like, you're going to be my manager. And because he knows once you take that on,
what it entails.
You gaslit him into management. That's
100%.
I love that.
Shit, we were just talking about with management and things like that. So yeah.
I was on the plane.
You have to gaslight them into management, Jay. That's
you guys just tell them, bro. Like, look, here's the thing. If you really, like, I'm a huge Entourage fan. I don't know if you.
Yes, dude.
When you live here, after watching that show, we all want our E. We want our Ari.
Of course. Yep.
And every manager or agent I've been with, I'm like, I've tried queuing that up. Like, yo, this is gonna be it. And they're like, yeah, of course. And then you don't hear from them for 6 months.
We were just talking about that. Literally.
It's so sad.
Just told.
To find that connection is really hard, but I'm very lucky to where I have all of my people. I don't know if these are my best friend Josh. He's my partner.
Fuck yeah.
Hi.
We have our movie coming out together. He's my writing partner, my friend Bridget Ryan. Like, we have a core group of people that are family that I trust with my life.
Yeah.
And to just have this happen and to be able to have literally the Entourage experience that we dreamed of, sitting on the couch, being dead broke, and have this happen has been fucking nuts.
Amazing.
What's your favorite of all the reality shows that you've done?
Circle.
Okay.
Easy.
That was easy for you.
So look, when I was actually really torn. I didn't want to do it. And I don't say that to throw shade. It's just I was out here studying. All my years, this was my college, right? My acting teacher back home was like, if you're not where you want to be by the time you're 25 or 26, you're only 25 or 26, and you already have a leg up that you didn't make the mistake of going to film school. You don't have no debt besides rent, and you can reevaluate. So I really came here 18 years old, right out of high school, hit the ground running, did not know a single human being, and just was like, time to figure it out. So when the show presented itself, I was never a fan. The reality TV to me is still Flavor of Love.
Yeah.
Miss New York. Like, that's what we grew up watching, was
Man,
that shit.
I love New
It's
York.
more on the trashy side. Not like, I mean, is that okay to say? But like, yeah, sometimes whenever I'd watch TV, I'd be like, oh, they're fighting, like, or it was like drama.
Yeah, Vanderpump's super classy
I mean,
with
no,
trashy
Yeah, I was.
scenarios ever.
I don't know. She
So-
didn't see me look at her. I was like,
She has
"Dude,
no clue what show she's on.
I was just saying, you realize the show that you own?
No. That's what I'm saying. A lot of
Yeah.
reality is like drama and ratchet
Let
or
me
whatever.
ask you this question from being on Vanderpump, because I talk to people from all different shows, right? Like, we just had our Circle season 6 wrap party, and I swear to God, like, that fucking show is the most wholesome. Like, it's just wholesome people. But then, like, while I hang out with like the too hot to handle people, I'm like, yo, like, they fucking everything. Like, they're just out partying, they're hooking up. With Vanderpump, do you ever feel like people ever feel a preconceived notion of the way that they are perceived from people, that they feel like they have to live up to? Like, if you fit the box of the villain, if you fit the box of this, that will start bleeding into the way that they're acting off camera, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it depends. Like, I think Jax Taylor, he's always been like the villain. Now he's like the Valley guy.
From villain to the valley. That's a good
Yeah,
story,
from
I
villain
think.
to the Valley.
Yeah.
But truly, to me, he is a villain. Like,
Yeah.
the way he is, his attitude, and like, he just gets intoxicated or whatever you want to call it and gets really crazy. But then there's like Tom Sandoval, who I always never thought of a villain. Like, he was my hero at some point in my life. So for people to just be like, oh, he's the villain, it's like, yeah, maybe for Vanderpump and for the producers, and like, that's the show. But in real life, like, he's one of my best friends, and you know, he's a hero and like a really good person.
I love that you said that, by the way, just because I only met Tom once. I was on FaceTime with Ariana, because I met her years ago. When the Circle came out, I did Watch What Happens Live in New York, and we were with the same agency. So sweet. And my thing is like, yo, when everything happened last year with all of them, I understand we sign up for this life, right? But I'm very, because I never went for this specific thing, I'm very protective of like, yo, when I go to work, it's to work. And whatever I decide to put out to the world is my narrative. It should not get to a point of the world we live in today, man. Like, someone really needs to address this shit. When you're getting people, go fucking kill yourself, go this, like, repent, like, thousands
The
of
internet's
people.
evil.
The
Evil,
comments are
dude.
so bad.
Especially the reality people. I feel like because of reality television, people think they actually have like relationships and friendships with these people.
That
'cause you see so
parasocial
much of their
relationship
lives.
is the most terrifying shit.
It's psychotic.
It's I don't experience it as much in reality as I do working in the nerd world.
Yeah.
I work in the nerd world, and a lot of these nerd fans, because they see us so much and they connect with us so much, and they'll see us at these Comic-Cons,
Right.
and they'll like think they're your real like friends,
Right.
in
Yeah.
real life, or like you don't like them in real life, and you're like, I don't even fucking know you.
Yeah.
It's just because like so much of you is shown to them, but none of them is shown to you. Like you don't fucking know who they are, dude.
Start even recordings. We just started talking. I don't even know what.
Yeah, we're recording. The way it's
recording.
edited, it'll just
Okay,
work
because
out.
I was like,
I'm here for it.
Because
I
we do
too.
intros and exits afterwards, so it'd be it'd
I
be
was
all
like,
good.
this is fun though. I just want to
Very
make sure. I was
cool.
like, okay, cool.
No, this was the warm up. We wanted to keep you here just to warm you up.
I do want to ask, like, so for the Circle or
Yes.
other reality shows, do you feel like it was manipulated in a way? Because for Vanderpump and Bravo, a lot of those shows are manipulated. You have a storyline, like the producers know exactly what they want from you, like throughout the entire season. You have a call time.
You know, I've experienced it to varying degrees, because let's address the elephant in the room. The number one question everyone always asks is reality TV scripted? Yes and no, right? Like, no reality show, you're not given a script. You're not given anything, but when you're working with people who are good at their job and know what they're doing, it's not ever scripted, but you know that people know to be on. Because you have to be. You're there to make a show. Like, you're
Yeah.
there to make a show. But never once has there been someone who's come up to me and been like, here's the plans for the day. This is what we're like. No, that's not the way it's ever gone for me. But I just always think back to the Circle, because it really was lightning in a bottle. Like, I never talked about it publicly until recently, that Netflix wanted me to go back on the show. I think it was season 4 or 5 with my boy Shoobs and Catfish. And it was just presented to me in a way that made me feel I've been in this game so long. And I think it bothers me that people see the Guido, the stereotype, where the whole reason that first show worked for me is people hated me in the beginning. Netflix told me straight up. They called me and they're like, yo, just so you know.
They fucking hate you.
They're gonna we cut you in the way that you have an arc. So people are going to fucking
they told you in advance.
They did the same thing to Tom. Like, they literally called him as like, you're going to be hated for a while, but you have an arc and people will come around.
But they tell you beforehand, like, hey, everyone's going to fucking hate you, so you're prepared.
Look, it was truly, to me, I was so thankful.
I wish that happened in real life, dude.
They were fucking amazing. Like, everything that they said happened. Like, they called me and straight up and were like, yo, like, you're one of the only people on the show that has an actual arc. Because if you go back and watch that first few episodes of the show, I'm the loud, goofy, immature Italian kid, which that is a huge part of who I am.
That's literally me besides the Italian, so I understand.
Yeah. But they didn't show all the other stuff until episode 4 it started. So I would be watching Twitter. The first 4 episodes drop, and I was like, oh no. It's like they're going to be mad when they see I won, because they were like, get him out. He's the worst. He's this and that. Like, they called me every name in the book. It was nuts. And then by episode 8, it'd be like, protect him at all costs. I will die for him. I've never seen a redemption bigger in a show. And I'm sitting there like,
fuck yeah.
They really
the arc
fucking
worked.
knew what they were doing.
Let me ask this question. How long is the time between taping?
6 months.
Whoa. So you sitting up 6 months.
Wait, what was the question? How'd you know the answer?
He knew exactly what I was going to ask.
Well, I don't fucking know. Wait, you guys are brothers already. That was so fast.
Yes, it just happened. We clicked. Yeah. So between the time they finally taped the final episode and the time it finally aired.
Okay.
So you sitting on this for 6 months
We finished in August. I think it was about 6 months. We shot. It was about 30 days total.
Yeah.
From touchdown to the UK. Now, mind you, again, I tried getting out of it because I'm at this point, I have nothing. I'm working at a bar in the Valley, but I keep thinking my career. I have to protect my career. I didn't even have a career. I just always looked at it as this is what I've lived for. I called my boy who was casting the show. He told me the date. I can't do it. It's my sister's wedding in New Jersey. And he's like, does your fucking family know you can win $100,000? You can change your fucking life? I'm like, dude, come on. Like, that's going to fucking happen? Come on. Like, that doesn't happen to me. They literally flew me to the UK to film. When you watch the show, it's like, what's up? My name's Joey Sasso. That whole thing. Film that. Flew me to New Jersey for 2 days for my sister's wedding and flew me back. Like,
wow.
Okay, we love Netflix.
They were, well, at that point, it was Netflix, but it's special shout out to Studio Lambert.
That's the production company.
Yeah, and they were really amazing. I know they've now switched the show to Atlanta for the latest season, but the UK people, man, like, that's why that first season was so what it was. Like, I really didn't understand. Like, imagine you're being told, I only said yes because I'm like, how much trouble can I get in?
Right.
I'm alone in a room. Now, mind you, that time, I'm hiding an alcohol problem, a drug addiction, but I'm still like, okay, I can't get blacked out and fight anyone because I'm like, yo, just let me get drunk and scream at the screen and talk shit to people. Like,
you're alone.
Cool. But nothing else is going to happen. So I was like, this is probably the safest show that I can do. And it was. And in retrospect, none of us knew what we were doing. Netflix had Love is Blind and Too Hot to Handle in the bag. The way they positioned it was January 1st of, I believe, 2020. Circle dropped. Mm-hmm. February 14th, first season of Love is Blind dropped. And then I believe beginning of April, Too Hot to Handle dropped. So it was like boom, boom, boom. Like, you're sitting there refreshing your phone, 40,000 followers at a time, going up, going up. When I was with my manager, RJ, on that flight to New York when I was busting his balls, like, you're going to be my manager, I'll never forget, I land in New York City after taking a red eye. I'm sitting first class, JetBlue. I'm like, fuck, like, I couldn't even get a fucking flight on Southwest 2 months ago. It's crazy. And a lady comes up to me and she goes, are you Joey Sasso? And I go, yes, hi. And you're just waking up. Yes, how are you? Nice to meet you. She goes, my boss is obsessed with you. Full disclosure, I snapped a photo of you on takeoff to say this might be you. And she said, if it's you, get all of your information.
A picture of you sleeping on the flight?
I mean, no, like when we first sat down before takeoff, she like snuck one to be like, I think that's him. I'm like, yeah, okay. She's like, my boss loves you, wants to meet you. I go, no problem. Who's your boss? She goes, Amy Poehler.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
And I'm going, and you know, you're like,
Jay's speechless.
Yeah. You're sitting there and you're like,
hey, Amy, the one that's with Tina SNL. Okay, cool.
What?
Okay, cool.
And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, love Amy. And I'm thinking, I'll never hear from Amy. I'm down at baggage claim. Amy's texting me. Like,
that's so fucking cool.
And I don't say that to name drop. I don't say that. I say that because she is still to this day one of the most amazing humans I've ever met. We went to dinner at Chateau Marmont, immediately became friends, and she told me, she's like, I don't watch these shows. like you. I don't watch them.
Right.
But all the girls in my office kept saying, you have to watch the show and check out this guy, Joey. And she's like, I fast forwarded through watching all of your scenes while looking up a little bit on you. She's like, it's so clear you've acted, like you're an actor, that you've studied improv, that you know what you're doing. And I bring that up because, man, like we've talked about struggling upstairs, how much. I started fucking crying, bro. Like I went home, like not at the table, because I was like, that'd be weird. At the middle of the Chateau Marmont, I'm not gonna be like, I love you, baby. Oh my god. Like, yo, you're sitting there with a person who you have respected,
right,
so fucking much.
So
like
cool.
You are at the height. You've accomplished it all. You've done it all. To be sitting there, like I have chills right now thinking about it. For this person to be looking you in your eyes and be saying, yo, I see you. Even though you're on a reality show, even though you're doing this, you got it, and you're doing really well.
Seeing you for what you want to be seen as too.
Yeah,
as an actor.
And I'm just so forever indebted and grateful to Amy Poehler and her company. They do such amazing things. And that's a moment I will just never forget. Amy didn't look. There was nothing. Who am I? I'm a nobody. I'm a kid on a reality show. She didn't have to give me
Joey
the time.
fucking Sasso, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, that's what my mom says. My mom says, no, she went to dinner with you. And I'm like, Mom, no, that's not what happened, Mom. That's not what happened.
I heard, like, in the business, she's such a good person. Like, I've heard only good things about her.
I
me too.
swear to you.
What about Amy?
Yeah.
I think everybody's heard nothing but great things about Amy.
Like,
Legend.
but to be there with someone and you're asking her questions and she's having similar reactions where I'm like, yo, when you're with Tina and you're doing the Globes and this, I'm like, what's it like when it's fucking Robert De Niro right down there? Like, it's DiCaprio right there. And she's like, it's fucking Robert De Niro. Like, you know, to still have someone who's at that level who you know is so grounded and is so humble and has that attitude of, hey, if there's any way I can ever help you, if there's any way, you know, and also just keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing. And then I ended up subsequently doing a cameo on Girls 5 Eva, which is Tina's produced show in the city, playing Joey Sasso. And I have to say this for the fact that it's hilarious that when I was single, I tried getting on Raya. I was like, yo, I want to see what Raya's all about, right? Would you know, I'm not a dating app guy. Pandemic hits. They wouldn't fucking let me on Raya. I've had 100 friends give me the what is it?
The referral.
Dude,
code.
same.
Yeah.
I literally have 100 fucking things and I'm not on Raya.
Why is my boy Corey Benedetto from back home, who I went to high school with,
Fucking
who was the high
Corey
school
Benedetto,
quarterback,
dude.
immediately gets accepted?
My
He's
little
like,
brother immediately got accepted.
It's not
You're
worth it,
kidding me?
I have an Android, so I won't be on it.
Yeah.
No, it's not worth it.
So yeah, they put me on Girls 5 Eva as one of the episodes. The girls on the show met me on Raya, and I'm like, if only you can't put Tinder in there or something, because I didn't even get accepted on
Get on
Raya.
Raya.
It's too triggering. You're like, the storyline cannot be that.
This is real.
I don't even want to be on Raya. I just want to be like, yeah, you know, I was on Raya. No big deal. I was swiping. I didn't see anything for me, but you know, I was there. It was okay.
Yeah.
If you could cast both of you guys, actually, what's your dream reality show to be cast on?
Ghost Adventures.
Ah.
It's my forever go-to answer.
You're a ghost guy.
And it's probably so exhausting for anyone who's listened to more than one interview I've done, but I am such a Ghost Adventures fan because I think I'm huge into paranormal. I'm a horror freak. I wanted to be a director from the time I was young, and the horror genre is my favorite genre. I think what Zach Bagans and his production company's done is unbelievable. I mean, people know that show. They've done 30 fucking seasons.
Yeah.
30 seasons. And that is his show. That's a man who could bankrupt a whole company. He could bankrupt the trap. If he goes, I'm leaving.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
And I do think that there is something really dope that I'm always drawn to of showing the parts of society that people don't talk about. That
Like ghosts.
Yeah, and just being open-minded to shit, man. And I think you're seeing that now a lot with people being open to UFOs, to aliens, a bunch of shit. Jay, what show you going on, Jay? Come on.
There ain't no fucking ghost hunters.
Come on, Jay. Where you going?
I'm black. We don't fuck with ghosts like that, bro. I'm gonna deal with all that. I'm going on Vanderpump Rules.
Let's go!
I'm telling you why, though. Just so I can be the outlier that really stands out on the show. They'd be like, where they get the thick black dude from? Like, where he come from? He must be working it back. No, he's the manager. It's like, what does he do?
Wow, powerful.
Just randomly spotted. Just walk in like, hey, y'all. They be like, did Jay just walk through again? Yeah, he did. Just walk through. I just want to pop up on some shit. That's why I always try to be like, because I never really thought of what reality show I would ever be on. But then I think about like the friends I have on different shows, you and other people. I'm like, what show could I just go through and like, and then just walk away?
No, that's perfect for manager.
Yeah,
Walk past, power, leave.
Yeah.
But isn't
So
it crazy?
powerful.
I was just doing press for the new show I did for Amazon, and I was talking to one of the executives over there, and he put it into perspective so great. And I've told friends before when they've talked about reality. I'm like, I am so mentally delusional that I convince myself I'm making a movie because I love what I do so much that I'm like, I have to, because again, still, I can't get rid of the stigma of reality TV being trashy, being all those things associated with it. And I just always want to do the best work I can do. And for me to do that, I have to convince myself I'm going to set. This is the work of the day. Yeah. But I was talking to him, and he put it into perspective so great. He's like, dude, you know why you've done so well? And I'm like, why? Why have I done so well? And he's like, you get it. And, you're acting like you get it. I'm like, yeah, I do. What do I get? Yeah. And he's like,
just tell me, just before, because I know I get it. Just go ahead and tell me.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, please tell me how good I am. Yes, I love that. Shit.
Stroke my ego real quick.
You have no idea what's going on.
Like, you understand. It doesn't matter if it's scripted, unscripted. It's all the same. We all go, we're going to work. We're telling a story. We're doing our thing. And I was like, you know what? It's absolutely true. Absolutely true. And it really still, after 4 years working now consistently doing reality, I'm like, that's absolutely true. And I need to really start looking at it like that because I've always respected every crew member, every set I've walked on.
Same.
You have to be a pro. That's the side people don't know when people ask, what's your advice? The shit that no one tells you. You go to fucking set, you shake every motherfucker's hand.
Yeah, of course.
The PAs
Everyone.
on every set. Them are people treat PAs like shit. I've seen it.
Yep.
Whenever I'm on the set for whether it be a commercial, a TV show, a movie, they'll assign you a PA, of course, right? Who's damn near right outside your trailer. Like if you need anything, let me know. I'm like, yo, just tell me like where's Crafty or whatever. They're like, I can go get it. I was like, no, because I know they finna how you doing 1,000,007 things, and I understand it's your job, but I don't want you to feel like my gopher.
Yep.
Because my legs work.
And assistants are the next people.
But
Assistants are the
also
next lead.
I identify with that PA because I was the PA.
I am an assistant. That's my day job, so I fucking get it.
And every set I've been on, I feel so terrible for these people who are overworked, going crazy, and it's literally, yo. When it comes to me, you don't need to do shit.
You don't need to do shit.
Nothing. Literally,
Fuck
what can I do for you?
Okay, you guys need to work for.
I'm dead serious. I
I want to work with them.
I'm real set. Like, yo, make sure I got an outlet to charge my phone. Just let me know where I need to be, when I need to be. If I gotta have a costume, whatever. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not a prima donna. I'm not finna be making all this extra shit on the set.
But Jay, everyone is. Like
this is very true.
Especially you've seen the reality world. Like unfortunately, I always equated to, and maybe I'm wrong, I wasn't trying to be an influencer. I wasn't trying to be famous, and people I've heard say, well, then why the fuck would you move to LA to be an actor? Yo, I grew up, I thought I was going to be a director first. I idolized filmmakers and character actors. I'm the dude who inside I feel like Farley. I feel like the fat, unattractive character actor who wants, I never felt like handsome. I never felt like any of those things.
I actually am that in person in real life. So
well, actually, I want to ask you, Jay, real talk, because I've seen your stand-up. Who is your favorite of all time?
Patrice O'Neal.
Dude, fucking go. I still listen to old O&A episodes on the How many O&A episodes do I listen to?
They're literally best friends.
All the time.
Patrice is like, because I watch Patrice do this one thing, like when he's on stage, he's talking.
Yep.
He's not telling jokes.
Yep.
He's talking to you.
Yeah.
Now, some things might sting and bite you and shit like that, but what it'll do is it'll make you think in a way. And you're like, he just pulled everybody in on something. And so I've always molded my style of the way I perform after that. Like, I'm not just telling you a joke. I'm talking to you.
It's about your mind, bro. Yeah. It's no different if this is why I love the arts, right? It's no different if you're writing poetry, if you're doing stand-up. It's about writing. That's what it all comes down to is how does your brain work? How are you going to communicate that to an audience? And I think especially with Patrice, man, rest in peace. If people out there don't know, first of all, how fucking dare you? Second of all, go Google, YouTube, Patrice O'Neal.
Get your Paramount Plus and watch Elephant in the Room, arguably one of the greatest stand-up specials ever.
Of all time, man. And
I'm writing that down, actually. I'm writing that down for us. I watched no, I know. We have like a list of stuff to watch.
And just like, just going back, man, like, all of these kids would say, like, why would you move to LA to do that? And I'm like, I thought if I was lucky, how many people we know make a living in this industry that no one would ever know, but they do well, and they make a living for themselves doing what they love. That was the greatest thing I could ever imagine, where now everyone gets into this for followers, for fame, influencer. I swear to God, I remember we had a group text with the Circle Cast, and my dude Seaburn said it was like maybe 2 weeks before the release. He's like, yo, I heard there's a chance we can get verified. And I was like, fuck out of here. It ain't verifying us. Like, that ain't. I really thought nothing was going to come of this. So it really was innocent like that. So when you're working with these people who do get cast, who go for those reasons, they go through the ranks, however they do, they get there. man, people show up with the fucking attitude of I am a fucking star. And here's the thing. You need to have that attitude to believe in yourself, but you don't act like a cocky asshole.
Right.
You don't disrespect people. You need to know professionalism, and you need to be ready to do whatever the job is asking of you. Because if you don't, someone else will. Yep. It's just the way it goes.
I will say this, like when people do move here, and it's not just for fame, it's also just like the urge to be creative.
Yeah.
Like the creative energy when you're on set. There's just a vibe that like I actually love. Like I fell in love with acting a couple years ago, and it was the creative vibe. I'm like, oh my God, like my body and like my mind and my energy is the instrument.
I want to ask you, when was that first moment you had when you went over to studying, right? And you got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head. It's the hard, no, right? We've all been there. Got to get out of your head. You really let go. You just accept. I am. You're there. You lose yourself in the scene, in the character, whatever you're playing, and then you come out of it and you get that fucking... It's like mainlining heroin.
Yeah.
You are like,
Oh, a hellified analogy.
you're like, yo,
heroin.
bro, heroin. You are Jay. You are sitting there.
Okay, I'm gonna try acting.
That was my acting class. Like literally
Mainline and
afterwards, I would-
heroin?
Hey, a heroin acting class, Billy? Where the fuck did you study?
But some of my favorite scenes, I would feel that afterwards. I'm like, oh my God, you literally just lose yourself into
Heroin
that
chic.
character.
Okay.
Right?
Can I ask you,
Yeah.
where was that place for you?
Playhouse
West?
Playhouse West.
I was at Playhouse West for a couple of years when I first moved here, and that's actually another story. If I'm going on, just please tell me, like, we need, like, Joe, you're talking too
Wait,
much.
I need to ask you, though,
Yeah.
really fast, because these episodes are very short, which
Yes.
is annoying to me. But you've done how many dating shows?
Well, technically 2, but really 1. Meaning we did
okay.
one for MTV's YouTube with Pepsi called Match Me If You Can. That was during the pandemic, and it was a dating show. It wasn't scripted, but it was like, they were like, yo, we're doing Pepsi Mango. 2 things that don't go together. We want to take some reality stars that shouldn't go together and have some, and we're like, yo, like, yeah, let's go do that. So
Pepsi Mango?
I know. I was just thinking about
What
that.
the fuck is that?
That sounds
Pandemic made everyone not okay. Like, what
That
is
sounds like something that was created off heroin.
Yeah.
That is a heroin moment right
here's the
there.
thing. Y'all say that till
Yeah.
you try the Pepsi Mango, and you're like, yo, this shit
Oh no, they got you. They
slaps.
brainwashed you.
Bro, it slaps. I'm
You're a
telling
brand rep for Pepsi
I
Mango.
thought the same thing till I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to lie about liking this. I was like, yo, I'm not fucking with you. This is dope. Like, this is legitimately dope. So that turned me on to Pepsi Mango. But Perfect Match is truly the one and only dating show I would say that I've really done.
Do you like kiss these people, hook up with them?
So the girl I was with on Perfect Match, I had a history with before.
Okay.
Before I got sober, I met her and we had a wild weekend, a wild time. And I made a lot of mistakes at that point in time. I was not over my ex of many years. And I had a lot of trauma from childhood. Now, again, another thing in today's world is buzzwords. Everyone throws in trauma and this and that. I really had a lot of trauma no one knew about, addictions I was hiding. And I so badly just wanted to be able to be quote unquote normal, which is why can everyone just jump into a relationship and feel good? I've been out with my, me and my ex haven't been together in years. Why can't I just feel how other people feel? Yeah. So what do? You overcompensate by, I want to be with you. I want this. I want that. And then they leave and you're terrified. You're like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Yeah. So I really hurt her and I was wrong. And, when I got sober, you go through the, steps of one at a time trying to make amends. And through how life works, we just ended up being on that show together. And it was a really happy
You didn't know she was
coincidence.
going to be on the show?
So at the time, no.
Okay.
But they basically called because this is where I have to laugh with how my life has gone. You work all these years, you struggle, you get your foot in the door, you get a break. Oh my God, this is everything's happening. There are so many things lined up. I'm actually making money. I can pay rent. I don't have to sling drinks anymore. What is happening? For the first time in the history of entertainment, the business comes to a halt with the pandemic. Yeah. Everything stops. And I'm like, fuck, my manager moves in. We gotta keep things going however we can. I hosted a dating show from Skype or Zoom for a little bit, like a bunch of shit I was doing. And Netflix called me because there was rumblings that they were trying to bring us all together. They give me a call. My boy, shout out to my boy Rich at Netflix. He runs all of Unscripted. He's a real friend, and he actually fucking cares. That's not me kissing his ass. People don't care in his business. Rich
Shout out Rich.
loves his people, and if you are loyal to him, he's loyal to you. And he's like, calls me up. He's like, look, man, we got the show. We want to create a universe, which, of course, we're in the Marvel's world, like universe of everything. What's our 2 most popular thing? Dating, competition. loose dating show, and we're going to bring everyone together. So, of course, everyone starts trying to figure out who's there. And you know, when I knew she was there, I felt really relaxed because I was like, yo, this is a person who I've sat with in my home and confided the darkest shit in my life before I even told family, before I even told anyone. And it made me feel super relaxed going into it. But it was a hard experience from production to release. I think for the fact of there were a lot of egos with everyone who was there, and it's a first season. You're figuring it out. So it was not the circle, and I don't mean that in a disparaging way because I've heard a lot of people talk shit about Kinetic, and I want to say this publicly. People sue from Love is Blind. You know what happens is motherfuckers go on Love is Blind trying to be Lauren and Cameron, if you know that from season one.
So
season
cute.
1.
And guess what? They bring, I don't know, 60 people there. They bring everyone there, and not everyone hits. And then when they don't get a following, when they don't get verified, when their storyline doesn't get chosen, they were damaged. They were abused. I want to say publicly, everyone at Kinetic has been fucking amazing to me. Complete class. Chris, the owner of the company, truly loves reality television and wants to bring great shows to people. And I feel a responsibility to say that because everyone's like, Kinetic. And I'm like, dude, fuck you. Kinetic's dope. Like, if they weren't great at what they do, they would not have 25 franchises on the air right now.
Right.
This is very true.
Okay, Kinetic times Pepsi Mango dream collab.
Dream collab. Kinetic, Pepsi Mango, maybe.
That's what you need.
Yeah, look, here's the thing with the Pepsi thing. What's another thing? It'd be like Pepsi Lime? Is that a thing? Like, let's just
That
take
sounds
things.
more normal
That
than
sounds
Pepsi
more
Mango.
normal
Yeah.
than Pepsi
Pepsi Mango's
Mango.
trying too hard.
No, Pepsi,
Pepsi
Mango
Mango
will come
sounds
out
like
though.
another country.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to wrap things up, but really quickly, you have an OnlyFans account,
I do. It's the best thing I've ever done.
and that
Dude,
doesn't
what do you
doesn't.
post on there?
Everything
Dick
but
pics?
no, but yes, but tease. Here's the
I'm
thing.
gonna close my ears.
I would love to. I would love to post everything. I'd love to do everything. Unfortunately, we work in a business where if you go to a certain place, it's like, oh, now you're branded a certain way. Where I'm like, yeah, to
Guy from the
everyone.
circle posted a dick pic.
I'll tell you what, dude. Last year, I was going for a campaign for Amazon, for the shopping store, for something that had to do with being Italian. There was nothing more perfect, and it was, when I say a great payday, like, oh my God. And there is no way they don't pick me. I am the fucking the guy.
Yeah.
And they didn't pick me for the fact that I have an OF.
OnlyFans. When I get casted for things, like people will be like, "Does she have an OnlyFans account?" I'm like, "No," but like I almost got an OnlyFans account because we had a reality star here, and Katie, you remember Katie? And she literally started an OnlyFans for her feet, and
Oh,
she's
yeah,
like,
and made a
"I
fuck
made
ton of money."
so much money," and she just did her feet,
You have
and I'm like,
pretty feet.
and I have pretty feet.
You have
I'm
really
like,
pretty
you know
feet.
what?
Look
Like
at your
I would
phone.
be doing that, but then I'm like, wait, no, because I keep on getting asked if I have an OnlyFans account, and that's gonna fucking hurt me.
I've heard about that when it comes to like comics now because OnlyFans does comedy.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a taping
OFT,
for it.
There's
tonight.
tape for it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I wanted to do it because I heard how much you get paid for it.
It's a lot, yeah.
But it's also, you're now associated with OnlyFans. And in certain areas, it is very disparaging, which is like, yo, I'm just telling jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click the link.
But
you'll
you know
see.
what, though, man? Here's the thing. If it was up to me, I would be about the old way the world used to be, where you know nothing about me besides when you see me work. Unfortunately, we all have to adapt.
I know,
Yeah.
totally.
Here's the thing. I personally believe to all those people out there being like, we won't hire you for this, because at that point it was, well, you're hiring girls who have OFs. Like, yeah, but it's different because you're a guy. How the fuck is it different? And here's the thing that bothers me with it. If we're making ourselves public figures, I believe that now we have to lean everything into the way the world is, which is if you want to see that side of me and I want to show that, and also because I was branded as the circle wholesome dude that doesn't have anything wrong, and I'm like, dude, I'm an addict in recovery.
Italian.
I'm the most fucked up human you will meet in so many ways. Like, nah, don't brand me as perfect because you're setting me up to fail.
Right.
Why are you going to tell me I can't do this? Because number one, it makes me feel good. It empowers me. And also, to every executive saying that, let me go home and check your search history. You ain't going to tell me you're not watching fucking porn. You ain't going to tell me you're not doing it. It's normal, dude. Like, why do we live in such a society that shames? And on top of that, I got my movie coming out July 19th, right? I have been on this film for 13 years. 13 years.
Took 13 years to make this movie.
It from start to release. I started this when I was maybe 15, 16. I just turned 30, right?
Wow.
Started writing with my boy. I have videos we're going to be doing during the press where I'm literally looking like I'm 13 years old in my first studio apartment out here, showing my fridge that has nothing in it, talking about the same shit I say now that I was saying back then. I called my shot, how we were going to make it, how it was going to go. Didn't know how many years it was going to take, but I started OF because I'm like, you know what? We made it. We did it for a crazy price that I cannot wait to say when it comes out. And I started a web saying, I'm going to put all my fucking money into myself, into my film. Everyone goes on reality. I'm an actor. I'm a singer. I'm this. I'm that. No, I really have been, and I have something to prove it. That's why I went on The Circle. So I was like, I can only get good press from this. So maybe let me go do something I didn't think could happen to change things. And now it's like, okay, post-production, sound mixing, coloring, release, billboards, everything. I have doubled down. I don't have a house. I live between New York and LA. I don't have a car. I have put every fucking dollar into my name, into my career, into my movie. And I say this publicly, again, for the fact that most people who are in my position sit there and try to play that I'm a star. They try to play that game. Oh, I drive this. I wear this jewelry. I do this. I do that. No, you fucking don't. It's fake. Mm-hmm. You're trying to create perception as reality.
Go off.
And here's the thing. There are some people, like I have friends who do very fucking well for themselves, and God bless. I just hate that notion of, it's like when people come up to me and go, Joey, you're famous. No, Leonardo DiCaprio's fucking famous. That's fame. Mm-hmm. I consider that to be, you have worked, you have put everything into your name for your talent, and you have been rewarded for that. I don't ever want to sit here and try to create a perception that I'm better than anyone, and I also want to send a message to the young kid, the young boy, the young girl, anyone out there who's
Start
going,
that OnlyFans.
I want to follow my dreams. Look realistically, everyone will give you an inspirational speech for 30 seconds on Instagram. Are they going to tell you about the real depression, right? The real moments of like, fuck, am I going to be okay? Am I going to make it?
It's real.
Fuck
the more successful you are and like the more you're facing your dreams or like chasing them, the lonelier it is. And I definitely deal with that. Like as busy as I am and like the successful, I'm like, fuck, I'm lonely.
There's less people at the
like,
top.
There is less people at the top.
I went live on my Instagram a couple weeks ago and I was like, I'm telling y'all everything that's going on. Like, you see me on the height of everything going into this Netflix and all this work and stuff. And I'm like, I'm telling you how my anxiety is at its severest, how I've snapped out because of financial stress, because of $60. Yep. Mm-hmm. Like how it broke me. I'm telling you about how my depression has been. And like you said, you see people see you elevating, but it's like, yo, I'm the saddest and the most stressed out I've ever been. Yeah. But that's being real. You know, we all talk about reality TV. That is real shit right there.
And that's why for me, man, like, first of all, I've lived that, been that. I'm there right now. I'm there right now as we speak. That's where I'm at financially. That's where I'm at with everything. Because guess what? 13 years, 14, all these years I've been on this film. I don't care. I'm doubling the fuck down. I'll be okay. I'll figure it out. If I got to go sling drinks, I've been lower. I've had nothing. And
I bounced at nightclubs.
And now you're going to have a product, which I hope we can all get to go to your premiere or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing. I wrote this always thinking this has to be the first one. It has to be the first one. Of course. And because at that time I'd established my type. Who's a young Italian actor today? It ain't like the 70s where fucking insert Pacino, De Niro, Giselle, every single person here. And you always write, your first thing is so much of where you come from, the world you've seen. It's my mean streets. It's it's a hard R, and there's a lot of personal accomplishments that have been wins where people who read the script told me, I interned at Blumhouse for a year, right? Like I've been on all sides of the business. You're fucked from page one. Your character's unlikable. Unlikable. I'm going, you just don't know how I'm going to play it. You just don't know. Then you show it to people. I don't care if you love it. I don't care if you hate it. I'm not saying that to be like shielding myself. When you work this hard and you pull it off, you feel so fucking good to have someone weigh in and just be like, yo, I didn't fuck with it. That's cool, dude. I made my movie.
Yeah, that's your art.
Yeah.
Wait, can you guys tell us, we have to wrap it up. Can you guys tell us where we can find you besides OnlyFans?
That was direct source. You got me.
Yeah, we're starting you in OnlyFans. Bro.
Yeah, give me your Instagram. Where can we find you?
I don't need the OnlyFans. I just need followers from both Billy and Joey. Because I just seen y'all numbers. I need to get up there in my life.
Donate to Jay.
Like donate, follow. Nah, but all is still Mr. Jay Washington, MRJAY. You should know how to spell Washington on Instagram and TikTok until they ban it. Because that's the thing. But yeah, that's really it. That's where. Because Twitter, X, I don't care about that one anymore. So yeah, it's Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, thank you.
For me, follow me on every platform at Joey Sasso, SASSO. Had to make sure I spelled it right. I was like, July 19th on Amazon, man. Young Lion of the West. This movie's been 13 years in the making. Please rent it. We have to rent it. I wish it was streaming, but this is the cards I was dealt. And that $3 or $4 can literally change my life and make this town actually take me serious for what I want to do. Because unfortunately, it's not about if we're good at what we do. It's about, can it make money?
Yep.
So
we'll have a watch party with all the comedians.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you both so much for coming on. This was a joy.
Guys.
It was
Another
very inspiring.
Boys night.
Yeah.
100%. Let's do it, dude.
Woo!